I am Elger'nan, first of the firstborn, last of the Evenuris.
How dare you take Varric's narration!
Come to reign over you with fine and gentle hand. Citizens of Minrathous, give yourself to me. Together we shall unleash magic so glorious, so limitless, that all the world will be transformed.
I'm like up to here right now. I am up to here. I am up to here.
He seized control of the Archon's palace?
While the Magisterium was in full session, only the Venatori seem to have survived.
How were the Shadow Dragons?
Still fighting, last we heard. But Elger'nan's blighted the city, and the Venatori have sealed the gates. No one can get in or out.
Even the Minrathous Illuvians went dark. We can't check in with the Shadow Dragons. If it weren't for Solas, they'd already be dead.
Solas?
Huh?
He got to Minrathous just before the gates were sealed. He saved some civilians and killed some Venatori.
Now, everyone's following Solas, like he's the only one who can save them.
They don't know. They don't know he's just gonna go do whatever after this. Oh my god. Oh my god, I can't. This is too much. There are too many, like, mixed emotions in me right now. There's anger, there's hate, there's sadness, there's everything. Everything is here. I can't lead like this. I need a moment to calm down. All of these things are true. All of them are true about Solas. You can't sum him up in one phrase. What am I actually feeling right now, though, after finding out about Varric?
He's using the Shadow Dragons and anyone else he can to give him a clear shot at Elger'nan. Then he finishes his ritual and the whole world drowns in demons.
He can't hurt Elger'nan yet. That archdemon makes him invulnerable.
So Solas has to kill it first.
And once that's done, Solas goes for Elger'nan with the dagger he took from us.
Oh, we don't even have the dagger anymore. The good thing is that Solas he does want to kill Elger'nan as far as we know. On that front, we are still aligned. It's what happens afterwards that's gonna be tricky.
That's why we need to get to Solas first.
He's not going to be happy when he sees you've escaped from his trap.
That's his problem. He's got the dagger, and the dagger is the only thing that can kill Elger'nan. We need to get it back.
We did attempt to create a dagger to replace the one Solas took.
When?
It looks similar, even feels similar, but it won't cut through enchantments like the real one does.
So it cannot kill Elger'nan.
Looks real enough.
But it is not. We don't have the right weapon to take down our target, and we lost too much killing Gillenane. We have no idea where Neve is or what Elger'nan is doing to her.
And Davron and Hassan are...
If Nev were here, she'd tell us the case isn't done. And Davrin would already have Hassan in the air. They're not here to finish this. But because of their sacrifice, we are. So let's do it for them. Get a message to anyone who's still out there. Tell them we're gonna stop Elger'nan, and we need their help to do it. Then fix up your gear and take care of any unfinished business.
I already did.
We take back Minrathous.
Are you certain you're all right, Brooke?
No. No, I am not. Nobody realized I was living in denial all this time. I'm not okay.
No, but I will be.
You needn't carry this burden on your own. The rest of us will send word to our allies. You must take care of yourself in the meantime. We'll speak again soon.
Oh my goodness. A cage for gods. Rook faced a trap designed to hold the infinite regret of a god and did what Solas could not. Moved forward. By accepting loss and saying goodbye to a beloved mentor. Rook returned to Thetis, ready to make everyone's sacrifice count. Wait. Wait. Oh my goodness. Wait. Wait. No, that we know Nev is, as far as we know, she's still alive. As far as we know. Love lost. It says love lost. They are suddenly ramping this up. They're suddenly, we've been doing like 50 hours of whatever the crap we were doing, and then suddenly now they're ramping this up like crazy. It's good. This is a good turn of events. I just need a moment to like seethe and mourn and all that all at once. Oh my god. Usually when I go to companions, I'm thinking, oh, do you need to talk to me? But now I feel more like, I need to talk to you guys. I need someone to make me feel balanced again.
I keep expecting Davrin to challenge me to push-ups or something. Or Hassan to come and ask for a treat.
Yeah.
Those figures he carved? I'll get one of the lords to make more. And print his book. He'd want people to learn to kill monsters. And you were right. He'd also want us to finish the job. So just say the word. I'm ready to find out how to make Elger'nan burn. The Antam and Ravain have gone berserk. They're killing anything that moves. Be a lot worse if the Dragon King were leading them. The lords have kept them away from cities and towns so far. You saved a lot of lives when you helped me put him down.
And the lords are helping us too.
Elger'nan lost it after you disappeared. He raged about us killing Gillenane. Brought down a huge pillar of fire on the island. We barely got away in time. A lot of Antam didn't. It burned so bright that we all saw purple for hours. Turned the whole island to glass.
A leader who doesn't even value his followers just burnt all the Antam. Used the Venatori in the ritual to raise Lusican. Why would anyone even follow him willingly?
Let me know when it's time. I'm ready. Let me know when it's time. I'm ready.
Hey, Varric. Are you busy? I came to apologize. Yeah, I know. I'm always apologizing for something. I should have seen this sooner. I should have known. Or maybe I did, and I just didn't want it to be true.
Is this what people saw the whole time? Anytime I came to talk to Varric? Well, nobody really... Ugh.
I really wish you were here. Who's gonna put up with all my self-doubts and listen to me ramble when things go wrong? You never did finish telling me the story about Isabella and the Arashok.
Oh. Go play Dragon Age 2, Rook. Even in the beginning, I was like, dude, why? Ever since we got to the infirmary, I was like, why is Varric's dialogue so platitudey?
So, who gets Bianca? I think there's a waiting list.
Harding.
Oh, and Lucanus called dibs on your jacket. So, I'll go out there and do this. For you. And Davrin and Asan. And Nev. And everyone else we've lost. Goodbye, Varric. I know where to find you if I need you.
Dude, do you remember that one trinket we had with Harding? That was like, the Bianca one. Harding. Bianca's bolt. The distinctive bolt could have only been fired by Varric's beloved crossbow Bianca. A rare reminder of years spent adventuring together. Yeah, this. Like, the way it's written is a little bit like, oh, that was in the past. Like, this person, it is no longer a thing anymore. Like that, huh? That's crazy, though. Nobody, like, we've been doing this for however long, and nobody told me that I was hallucinating. Oh my god. Maybe they didn't even perceive it. We just never talked about it. People, I guess people do process grief differently, right? Some people want to talk about it all the time. Some people might not want to talk about it. And maybe they thought Rook was the latter kind.
Emmerich, how are things in Navarra?
Outbreaks of malicious spirits, panic at the eclipse. The Watchers are helping keep order. Fortunately, we're not as vulnerable to darkspawn as some other kingdoms.
Why not?
Oh, it's impossible to blight the dead. But with time, even Navarra may be overrun.
When Gillenane died, it was like the Fade spilled into the real world for a moment.
A small taste of what Solas would have done if you hadn't stopped him from tearing down the veil back when this started.
It was a team effort. Me, Harding, Nev, and Varric.
We ask you to plunge back into battle without a proper chance to mourn. Davrin's room is as he left it, as though he might stroll in with Asan one day.
They were heroes to the end. I just hope Nev's all right.
I'm so sorry you two have been cruelly torn apart. Once we've dealt with Elger'nan, we won't stop searching until we've found her.
No, this is good drama. Objectively speaking.
I'm relieved beyond measure that we took the time to visit Blackthorn Manor, Rook. Given Johanna's partnership with the Venatori, I'm sure they would have eagerly employed her bone construct had we not stopped her.
I'll have to put together something more useful once I'm out of here.
We've already discussed the likelihood of this, Johanna.
Sounds like maybe the battle would have been harder if we hadn't finished our companion storylines.
Onwards, my friend. I'll be ready, whatever awaits us. Onwards, my friend. I'll be ready, whatever awaits us.
Hey, you didn't have this here before. What do you look at? The eclipse?
I'm surprised Emmerich's talking to you after you hurt Manfred.
I didn't force him to turn down Lichton for a single wretched wisp. Who'd think the man would give that up for?
It's love.
Anyhow, if Alcaran brought it back, the miserable skeleton must bring him some joy.
Unlike you. At least you can't join the front lines of this battle with your beloved evil companions and whatnot. Oh dear. Harding. Harding would... Harding knows Varric even longer and better than me.
It feels so different without Davrin. I can't believe he's just gone. We don't talk about it much, but everyone knows it. We wouldn't be here if Davrin hadn't stepped up.
He was a hero. We won't forget it.
And Nev, you and her were... No, not were. We won't let it end that way. Elger'nan still has her. We'll take him down and we'll get her back.
If Davrin were here, he might be yelling about how, Lucanus, dude, why did you fail again? You nearly failed at killing Gillenane again. But now there's no one here to yell at him.
Early in our search for Solas, Varric would ask me, "You sure you want to be here? It won't be easy." And I'd say, "I know. I'm not afraid of difficult." I didn't know how difficult it would be, especially without his wisdom. He could always make sense of things, you know?
I know exactly what you mean.
All right. You were talking to him this whole time.
Just a memory of him. Enhanced by Solas's magic, I think.
I'd take
Solas.
that. Just to hear that voice one more time, telling me it will all be okay.
That's... toying with the deceased, toying with people's perception of the deceased. Unforgivable. Disrespectful.
We've tried to get messages through to the Shadow Dragon since Elger'nan took over Minrathous. No luck. But the Shadows are well established. They've fought for Minrathous for years. Let's get there quickly. I know I'm ready. I've got a score to settle with Elger'nan. For the Titans and Dwarves, he has no idea who he's messed with. You, me, Varric, Nev, we started this. Let's make sure we end it right.
Nev joined us a little bit into that first mission. Before that, Harding and Varric and I had been rolling around for a bit, I guess. Oh, well, Laura's not here. I don't think I need anything.
Manifestation.
I'd like your opinion on what's going on, if you have one. Because... oh my god! He carved a nug! Wow.
You were a warden to the end, Davrin. A hero. But you were a lot more than that to this team. You were a friend. We couldn't find any trace of you.
Aww.
I don't know what to think about that. Whatever it means. We miss you, Davrin.
Asan as well.
Hassan, we're gonna miss you, boy. You're one of a kind. Wherever you are, hope it's filled with all the truffles you could ever imagine. And worms. Let's not forget those.
They should have stayed in Arlathan Forest. Oh.
Always carving your toys. We'll keep these safe too.
We'll get him. We'll get him. Don't you worry. But I don't have to worry about the... like, if we kill Lusicon, the needing a Grey Warden to carry the soul and whatever. We don't need that anymore because it'll go back to Elger'nan, right? I'm gonna use this wood carving. In honor of Davrin. Oh, Balara. Balara and who? Oh, just Balara. Hey.
You meant so much to Nevruk. You know, maybe she didn't tell you. Hope she did, though. But, well, sisters, even adopted ones. We talked about everything. You made her feel safe, Rook. Comfortable, like she'd known you her whole life. And now... Oh, shit!
I know, Bellara. Thanks.
We're going to finish this fight. For Nev. And for Davrin. Get some rest, Rook. You've been through a lot.
I don't think I've heard Bellara swear before. She strikes me as the kind who would never.
Arlithan Forest is nothing but chaos. The Veil is in shreds. Demons everywhere. Reality's falling apart.
That bad?
Yeah, that bad. It'd be even worse if we hadn't stopped Anaris, but it's bad enough. We need to take down Elger'nan and Solas. Or else Arlithan's just the prelude to what's coming our way.
Yeah, you're right. It's not just Elger'nan. We have Solas to worry about too.
Whatever Elger'nan's doing, the lighthouse feels it.
How do you mean?
I don't know. It's hard to explain, but there's just a sense of sadness.
The wisps.
Can a building be sad? If it can, this one is. It's also scared. Can't forget that.
Do the wisps know Nev is gone?
I'm surprised that fake dagger is as close to the original as it is.
Why is that?
The enchantments, they weren't all that powerful, but they were incredibly complex. Whatever else you say about Solas, he's skilled and subtle. Makes him all the more dangerous. Ready to go whenever you are, Rook. Let's finish this fight.
Nev, you gotta come back. You have one more case. You gotta figure out why the wisps are here. We haven't solved that yet. And what about us? What about our future?
Rook, about Nev. I'm sorry. She was a good person and she thought the world of you. That she was taken.
Thank you.
These gods will answer for Treviso. For Nev. They will answer with a scream. Now comes the fight for those we can still save.
She's not dead, okay? Don't talk about her like she's dead.
Katerina sent me a vintage bottle of port to mark my ascension as First Talon. I plan to share it with Davrin, with Hassan at our feet.
I'll miss them too.
We will have to settle for stopping Elger'nan and carving Davrin's name into his blighted heart.
If he even has one.
Despite the cost, Gillenane is dead. We should still count it a victory.
I knew you wouldn't miss twice. Are you okay?
I'm well, though that was no ordinary death blow. I assure you that striking down a god is not something any killer can mistake. That is worth remembering, given we still have 2 gods to destroy.
I really do think that's the thing about people who make mistakes, though. They'll never make it again. It might even be a more valuable sort of experience compared to someone who's never failed.
The crows have been busy in Treviso. The blight was bad enough, but making sure we cleaned up all the governor's comic. Mierda. We should rebuild the city with a new monument, Evenchi's Folly, 10 stories high. If we must live in the shadow of their mistakes, it should at least be decorative. When you are ready to end this, Spite and I will be at your side.
You have a temporary truce for now?
When you are ready to end this, Spite and I will be at your side.
I don't think we have any sort of upgrades or enchantments or anything like that. Oh, we have missives. Lost friendship. There was something comforting about Davrin. Something solid. It felt like he was always going to be there, no matter what else happened. And now suddenly, he isn't. He's gone. So's Hassan. They were my friends, and now they're gone. I wish I could tell Davrin about Gillenane and Elger'nan. Tell him that we finally got them back for Weishaupt and for everything else. Asan's squawking used to wake me up in the middle of the night. I didn't mind. It was kind of calming. Kept this place feeling a lot more real and a lot less weird. Now I'll never hear that squawking again, or hear Davrin hum the lullaby he'll never admit to singing. I miss it. Hot off the heels of Xerion as well. Man, everyone here. Beginning of the end. Message from the front. Rook. Morgan told me about your plan. It was a good one, and I remain certain it would have worked, had it not been for the gods once again changing the rules of the game. Moving the moon, causing an eclipse at will, is magic I would have called impossible even a year ago. Dude, we should have seen that coming, man. We already knew what Elger'nan was in charge of. The sun and the moon and all that. I saw what Solas could do at full power, and never before had I felt so thoroughly outmatched. Yet even a Kunaria invasion force pales in comparison to the power that Elger'nan has shown. His actions reverberate across the world, and much of southern Thedas has fallen to darkness. The Blight moves now with great purpose and speed, consuming much of Ferelden and large parts of both the Free Marches and Orlais. Skyhold stands fast, but its end seems an inevitability. While there's still no sign of the Antam in the waking sea, rumors swirl of blighted creatures we've never seen before. Great leviathans from the ocean depths that make the trade impossible. Orzammar holds on by a thread, and it's only my assumption that they haven't already fallen because their messages have become few and far between. From Orlais, we hear even less, and I can only fear the worst. We do what we can, while hope flickers faintly. They say it's better to light a candle than curse the darkness, but when the winds of iniquity blow, it's hard to keep that candle burning. I know that you prepare for an assault on the gods. You should know that all the hopes of southern Thedas go with you. The world balances on the edge of a knife, and oblivion awaits us if we fall. Yet I recall something Varric once said. Rook can find the path through any problem, no matter how twisty it gets. So I will keep hope alive, and the south from falling. We will not let this be our end. Yours, the Inquisitor. Did we... Yup. Oh! I'd like to speak to Manfred, actually. I don't, we never actually speak, but... I would like his thoughts as well. Do you think it'll still be rock, paper, scissors? Oh my god. Okay. Alright, Manfred. One more. No, we gotta win. Because it's bad juju to end off a losing note. Ties? Is this... Are they trying to tell me something about my upcoming battle? They're not even looking at each other anymore. They're just like across. Yes! Okay, we won. Time to go. Wood carving. A desperate raid on Minrathous. All the leaders are here.
Thank you all for coming. If we don't stop Elger'nan today, our world is either dead or blighted. So we keep fighting until the job is done. It's gonna be hard. There's no guarantee any of us will make it.
We're with you, Rook.
Elger'nan dies today.
Whatever it takes.
Strife, news?
Our scouts confirm Elger'nan is inside the Archon's palace. There's a giant tendril of blight tethering it to the Divine's manor in Hightown.
Then that's our goal. Breach the city walls
In
and
Minrathous?
get to that tendril. Emmerich, can we count on Moonwatch support?
The Watchers, living and otherwise, will stand with us.
Every remaining Grey Warden will be there too.
The Antivan crews are ready to pay their respects.
And the Lords of Fortune will be there. For gold and glory.
Full war assets.
As will the Veil Jumpers. Someone's got to keep you out of trouble.
We gotta stay alive for Emmerich too.
Solas is our first target. Without his dagger, we can't kill Elger'nan.
Our scouts last spotted him working with the Shadow Dragons in the western section of Hightown.
Okay, we go in through Hightown.
But Minrathous was built to hold off an army, even before Elger'nan fortified it. All the gates will be guarded.
Worse than that. Our scouts reported that the Venatori sealed all the gates with those damn warding crystals.
Can the Veil Jumpers disable them?
Venatori magic won't be a problem.
Thank you.
It's still likely to take time. You may need assistance or someone to protect you while you unravel the wards.
Your work in Arlithan Forest has saved countless Veil Jumpers, allowing them to offer excellent support. Companions who have experience dealing with magical wards or protecting others in battle have a better chance to succeed, especially if they're a hero of Veilguard. Experiencing dealing with magical wards tells me Balara, but they're already gonna be dismantling it, right? So maybe we should pick someone for protection? Let's just go Balara. We know she's good at dismantling it, and she's a Veilguard and a Veil Jumper.
Balara, I want you helping the Veil Jumpers.
You can count on me.
The Venatori at that gate will be commanded by a war mage. That's how they usually operate.
If we get rid of the commander, the rest of the Venatori will scatter. Can the crows cut the head off the snake?
Contract accepted.
There's gonna be a lot of guards between you and her. The Lords can clear you a path.
And one of us should be there as well.
Together, the Antivan Crows and the Lords of Fortune can offer excellent support. Okay, Lucanus, go.
Lucanus, how'd you like to kill a Venatori mage?
It would be my pleasure.
One last thing might give the crows some trouble. There's a massive construct tall enough to crush buildings. It's guarding the main gate.
It's called a Juggernaut. I've read about them. Giant siege constructs built to withstand an invasion.
We're gonna need our heaviest forces against that Juggernaut. Evka?
The Grey Wardens have fought ogres and archdemons.
Don't have
We can handle
Tavern.
this.
The Morn Watch will lend aid, but against something as large as this Juggernaut, we'll require further assistance. Rook?
Together, the Grey Wardens and the Mornwatch can offer excellent support. Companions who have experience fighting massive enemies or constructs. So Emmerich or Tosh then? Is Emmerich because of the construct that we just took down with Johanna? And Tosh because dragons. Emmerich.
Emmerich, you're with the Wardens.
I shall help my fellow Watchers.
Harding, Tosh, you're with me. We make a run at the gate, get inside, and find Solas. The rest of you get to the Blight Tendril. Once we've got the dagger, we'll meet you there. And take the fight to Elger'nan.
Oh god, this is probably gonna affect things. I think this should be fine. We basically assigned the whichever faction is helping us for which section, I'm assigning that person associated with the faction to help us. To help them. Let's go.
I believe in this team, in all of us. So let's get it done. We go on my signal.
For a world free of the Blight! Fire!
Let's go! Wow, that's a giant.
Watch out!
Oh, Emmerich! Why are the Venatori even still helping Elger'nan? He killed so many of you. Got so many of you killed. Ain't even a cushy job.
Get to the warding crystals! Over there!
Oh yeah, they really put their budget in these last few missions with the cutscenes.
Let's go!
I hope the music's not bugging out. Oh!
Focus on the wards.
Get in there!
Get to the gate!
Stupid Venatori. Barriers. Look on us! Oh, Strife is protecting Balara instead. Balara's probably the best for dismantling this.
Please.
Oh! Strife! You gotta stay alive for Emmerich!
Come on, come on!
Lucanus, come on, we're waiting for you to kill that dude.
I'm coming for you!
Oh yeah, and even grows. Let's go. I did not do 50 million side quests to raise your faction strength for you to fail. Come on. Oh no!
After her!
Hey, we gotta move.
Wait, Strife and Irulan, were they okay?
It was close at the gate, but we're getting through.
They did their part. Let's do ours.
Oh, we got Harding and Tosh again, accidentally. Well, let's go then. Okay, that's a lot of... I think we're good with the affinities. We got Tosh. Tosh for fire. It's good. Nothing around here? Oh, this is reminiscent of the beginning too, because that also was in Minrathous. Also in Hightown? The necrotic is not good here, unfortunately, but we're strong enough to just bulldoze through. Why do you die for the gods? It honestly makes no sense. Are you that loyal to him? What has he ever done to you? He just uses you. Use your brain! For once!
All right, let's find Solas.
Apparently he was helping the Shadow Dragons.
Then let's find the Shadow Dragons. Probably need a hand with all the blight in their city.
Our Lady of Victory. That's the name of the statue, right? She's seen better days. Get ready, more Darkspawn!
Venatori with them!
Oh, grant us strength, Lady of Victory. Oh, I accidentally... That was an accident. Oh, I can't get him, he's too far away. It's horrible. There's a mage there. Oh, it's an emissary! It's an emissary! Dude, I'm sort of stuck here. Emissaries are actually kind of cool as an enemy. I wish they appeared a little bit more.
Your turn.
Okay, I need people to stop appearing right in front of me, because I need to get the mage. Thanks. The necrotic is good for... Never mind. It's good for Anton. That might be it. Blighted. There's a mage there rolling in the blight. Good.
It's as bad as Treviso.
We're in Minrathous right now, but the thing that's at stake is not just Minrathous. It's the whole world this time. Yeah. Oh! Look on us. Get him! Bye.
Well fought, Lucanis.
And there he is, the demon of Virantium.
At your service. They and I will return to the Crows and help with the fight through the city. You go after Solas.
We spotted him. He's not far ahead. That way, quickly.
All right. Taya said Solas should be up ahead. Let's find him.
He has people following him now, apparently. Because everyone thinks Solas is the savior.
There's no end to this blight, is there?
And this is with Solas trying to help the Shadow Dragons.
He's trying to help. Hi. There's no way up, right? We go back down again?
Venatori ahead. Looks like they've got a Magister.
By the power of Razikale!
I think we can use this more often because we're generating it really fast these days. Nice! That turret's been putting in work. Oh! I'm sorry, that's my turret. Nearly attacked it. This is like the primal part of my brain. See shiny chest? Chase after it.
You hear that? Something big up ahead.
Bigger than us? No way. Oh! Asher!
Asher! Get out of my city! Asher!
Did we win?
You're lucky your head's so damn hard.
Tarquin, Viper, you're alive!
Thanks to Solas. He's been the only thing between us and Elger'nan.
Stay with them. I'm going to talk to Solas.
He's helping. Solas' help does not come without a caveat. Don't just be like, oh, Solas is helping us. No. Because what's he gonna do after he helps the Shadow Dragons and kills Elger'nan? He's still gonna do his plan, which will kill everyone.
You are as surprising as ever. Even I could not have escaped that prison. For you to manage it.
Varric believed in me when nobody else did.
He was a good man.
He was always there for me. Except that he wasn't. Because you killed him.
What happened at the ritual site?
I know what happened. I remember the truth now. You did something to my mind to make me keep seeing him.
Yes. I was wrong to do so.
Did it anyway. Now, it's wrong for you to tear down the veil. What are you gonna do? Do it anyway? Your entire life is regrets. Oh, but I want to know how you did it, though.
You knew Varric was dead the whole time, but you kept pushing me not to see it. Why? How?
I was desperate. Unless I escaped, the world would fall to tyranny and blight. The only tool I had was my tenuous connection to you.
Blood magic.
As I said, I was wrong.
He never believed that we could do it, but we were doing it though. We were doing it fine without him. He did help us, but if we were all working together normally, it would have gone much better. And we were doing it. We got Gillenane. We got Gillenane. If we get mad at him, he's just gonna be all like, "Woe is me."
You feeling bad about stabbing me in the back is not my problem right now. I have a city to save and a god to kill.
Agreed. I betrayed you because I believed that only I could save this world.
Oh my god.
But I have failed, Rook. I have not stopped Elger'nan. I have not even defeated his archdemon.
Shove off then.
The victories that have been won since Elger'nan and Gillenane escaped are yours, not mine. If we are to save this world, we must work together.
I am seething right now. I am seething. Oh my god. Yeah, that's what I was saying since the beginning. That's what everyone has been saying since the beginning.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
Do you not believe I want to stop Elger'nan?
Of course you want to stop him. And as soon as he's gone, you're gonna finish your ritual and drown the world in demons.
If joining me and stopping Elger'nan requires the veil to stay in place, then I will pay that price unflinching. I swear by my own foolish pride, by love for friends I've failed and hurt, by everything I ever held as sacred. I will leave the veil untroubled. It will never come down by my hand.
By your hand.
Now, if you will come with me, I can show you what has prevented me from reaching Elger'nan. And you can tell me your plan.
I don't trust this guy. The god of trickery and lies and deceit. Totally the kind of guy that would say things in a very specific way and then be like, oh, well, I didn't say that.
We were trying to get to the Divine's Manor in the center of the city.
And the Blight tendril connecting to the Archon's palace. Yes, I thought the same. But some intelligence guides the tendrils. It has prevented me from getting closer. You need not believe me, but right now, Rook, we need each other.
That we can agree on. I don't mind actually working with you. But the motive for why I'm working with you is not going to be out of trust. It's out of necessity. Oh man, the whole place is wrecked. Oh, wow. Memento even here. Oh. Dreams of Lusicon. I will show you, he whispered, and I saw wings unfurl. Thetis stretched below me and all lie within night's great shadow. So wrote Orlia, one of the great Somniari, a dreamer who could hear the old gods in the Fade. Her writings have survived ages, yet speak to us now. We witness the work of centuries and the wisdom and patience of Lusicon. All will lie within the shadow of his benevolence, and at last, the god of night will bid us rest. A Venatori pamphlet. They're so organized. They got propaganda. Added by the Viper below. Their latest propaganda. The quote is authentic. Do they have a contact in the archives we haven't found? But they concluded early. Orlia goes on to call the dream a nightmare and prays it won't repeat. Well, maybe they know. They just don't say that part because this is their propaganda pamphlet. They're not going to say the bad thing on it. I wonder if the little rooms here are worth looking at. Where even are we? Do we have a map? Yeah, I mean, they let me. I was just wondering if these codexes were from before, or I just never came to the place. I think they're new, though. We haven't been to this place before. Coon on the rocks. Fate of the Archon. We've all heard the voice from above. This so-called old god Lusicon, who, as my faithful readers know, is the same as the elven god Elger'nan, has taken over as Archon with the grand proclamations for Tevinter's future. Specific details are kept vague. There has been no official word on the former Archon, but it's this writer's suspicion that the Venatori speak the truth in this one instance. The Archon is dead. There is only Lusicon. This may be the last story I'm able to bring you for a while, dear readers. Remember, do not trust everything they speak of overhead, especially now. Keep your eyes open, don't fall for lies, stay safe. Added by Tarquin, we still haven't found the Weekly Truth's writer. Don't fall for lies, they say. I have both my eyes on you, Solas.
Enemies ahead, a lot of them.
Get up.
Let us see if they've heard the legends of the Dread Wolf.
His dagger.
Darkspawn.
Go, Solas! Solas, do something! You could just solve our problems in like immediately. Right? So hurry up and do something. Oh my gosh, I can't even see. Someone's throwing crap at us.
Strike him again.
Oh, there's a Venatori here too. Thank you. Whoever healed me. Now we're good. Whoa, look how many effects we have.
You should never have come to be.
They're all extending because of that one thing I got, right? The one skill. Oh, come on. Hi.
3 or 4.
I feel like with Solas here, he should be putting in more work. You don't want us to spend time on this, right? Do more. Oh, this way.
You have betrayed your people.
Oh, the freezing reminds me of Nev.
Join Elger'nan in death.
Yes.
Kill them.
Got a caster ahead with the darkspawn.
Abominations. Their twisted magic corrupts the faith.
There's an emissary.
I demand.
Oh, the freezing. Oh, we need to get the emissary, guys.
On to you.
Ah, those vines are so... Oh, I'm just stuck in here. I'm stuck. Dude. Thanks, whoever healed me. I think it was Solas. Or maybe Harding's skill.
You will threaten this world no longer.
Let's go.
Elger'nan populates his armies with the cruel and the brutal. No brilliant tacticians, only those he can dominate and those who wish to become like him. But you, Rook, your team is made from the clever, the wise, and the loyal. You honored their strengths to make them yours. And that is why you are going to defeat him.
Very nice for you to give compliments. Okay, the people helping Elger'nan and are just like plain stupid, okay? Like, they don't value you in any shape or form. And yet, they're still helping. They're still helping. Get him, guys. I want to get that guy if we can.
Finish it. Got him ready for you.
Can I go around and get him? Like, you guys can do some comboing here. Nice. Get the hell out of there.
Whatever intelligence Elger'nan has set to direct the Blight, we are not far from it. Beyond the Blight there, perhaps.
Oh, that's just money. Oh, there's so much.
Do you feel it? The Blight reacts to my presence. There. That must be the source of whatever intelligence guides it. If you can destroy the mind guiding the Blight, we may be able to reach the palace. I can accompany you no further. My presence will only draw the Blight to you.
She looks like the first warden. The bloodshot eyes.
What did they do to her?
We are out of time. I will defeat the Archdemon. Once Elger'nan is mortal, the final blow must be yours. I can think of no one better to wield this.
Don't argue now.
Just make sure the Archdemon is dead by the time I get to Elger'nan.
You will have what you need.
Better not be double-crossing me, Baldy.
Good luck. When next we meet, let us be standing over Elger'nan's body.
Oh! Oh, the Dread Wolf. Wow, I never really considered that he could really turn into a wolf. The Avenuris are dragons. Archdemons. He's a wolf.
Alright, Solas takes down the Archdemon. That makes Elger'nan mortal, then we kill him with the Lyrium dagger. But first...
Come on, we have to get to Nev.
Yeah, well, I don't... Oh, God. Okay, she was still alive. She was alive, but I didn't like what was... Whatever was going on there. I did not like any part of it. Ew, there's just blight tendrils all over.
Nev, can you hear me?
Oh!
We're gonna get you out of there.
Nev is gone. There is only the will of Elger'nan.
You're joking.
Giver of life and death.
Sorry, I don't really have time for your little Lego toys.
None oppose Elger'nan and survive.
Everybody. Oh, the turret's dying already.
We've got enemy casters headed our way.
What are you weak against? Oh, surprisingly, it's necrotic. Actually, kind of surprising. Okay, there's people in the distance. Okay, you guys focus on that.
Got him in position.
Okay, I don't even see where this asshole is. I'm chilled. It's fine. We got him. Should we be ignoring... What did you guys do to... Where is he?
Qatar!
He's there.
Got him ready for you.
Got some necrotic here for ya. You like it so much? Oh, there's dark spawn around.
There can be no resistance.
Loosen the lid for you.
Doesn't matter, just spam everything we've got. We got him. Nev! Oh.
Get out of my head and out of my city!
Oh, you good? You good? Confirm with me, man.
He had me. I controlled the blight for him. It was all I could think about. But now you're here.
Oh. I thought you were lost. If I'd gotten here sooner.
You still came through.
Once Elger'nan is dead?
No! You can't kill Elger'nan yet. If you do...
Look out!
I'm glad Nev is okay. She does not look okay at all.
Come on!
I don't think we can reverse blight though. Crows! Mythal?
Morgan!
Quickly now! Destiny is a heavy burden to bear. And growing heavier by the moment.
Thank you. We still got the other piece of Mythal too. Oh! Inquisitor!
You made it.
The battle was fierce, but we never faltered.
Apologies for missing the War Council. We got inside the city with the Veil Jumpers.
It gave us a chance to finally strike back at the Venatori.
Whatever you did unblocked entrances to the Divine's Manor. It also destroyed some of the Blight.
It'll come back. I can still feel it. I don't think I'm the only mage he used like this.
Nev, how glad I am to see you.
Rook got me out, but I learned things in that blight eruption. We need to talk.
Are you good enough?
We will. But first, we need to get you to a healer.
We'll take care of her.
Thanks. I'll join you in a bit. Just want to check on everyone else coming in. Well, we still have time.
The Dreadwolf has multiple sets of eyes. The Last Gambit. After fighting through the streets of Minrathous, recovering the Lyrium dagger from Solas, and finding a lost friend, the team has reached the Divine's Manor, where friends and allies take a moment to recover before the final assault on the Archon's palace begins. Balara. Oh, I'm so glad we got Nev back, but is the healer gonna be able to help? Minrathous. Viveris.
Mivaris, it's good to see you.
We're so close. Minrathous will be liberated. First from the old gods, then from Tevinter's old rule. I never doubted we had a chance, but it's good to have you here.
Where is Solas right now?
Take our fight to the palace, Rook. Take our fight to the palace, Rook.
Alright, hold on. We got some points to do. Very, very quickly. We don't need them. Look, every skill, like these 3 skills are already at max. We can only have 3 skills. So these points are kind of useless. I never tried using this galvanized tear. The controlled tear. It's fine. Everything works. Reclaimer of secrets. Oh, her little icon changed. Whatever that means. Fade Philosopher, Emmerich. Like it's already at full. There's nothing I can do. Oh, hold on. I can put something here. Detonation damage. Final rites, okay. Child of Stone. Lucanus, Demon of Virantium. He's hardened, so it's a little bit slower for him. Oh, I think he's using that. Whatever, why don't... I haven't really been using any of this. I just combo all day long. Missing love found. Oh, she does not look... It's okay, it's okay. We'll take it one step at a time. We good. We good. Let's go. Honor the Fallen optional. Vorgorth.
Even gods may die.
We have every confidence in your plan.
Oh, everyone's here. Thank you for coming.
He awaits.
Kindly put this affair to rest. Kindly put this affair to rest.
Sounds like a passive-aggressively worded email.
Those who fell in our fight lie in the next room. They will be taken to grave or pyre once our battle has ended, as their beliefs dictate. For now, they wait, and we attend them. If you wish to pay your respects, please enter.
Yes, I would love to. Sometimes you'll see battle reports be like, 500 people died in this scuffle. Doesn't really mean too much when it's just a number. When you see something like this, though. They didn't need to do that. They didn't need to make a whole cutscene for that, but they did, and it was thoughtful. A moment before we move on. Thea, Viago.
Is that a furrow on your troubled brow?
You like my furrow. Called it the thinking man's dimple.
Not in public, I don't.
Are you guys dating or not? I thought you broke up already, but maybe rekindling. Some rekindling happened.
The Venatori brought death to Minrathus. We've made many of them pay, but they still owe us a balance.
You take care of Elger'nan. We'll keep after his remaining followers on the ground. Minrathus, all of Thedas, will remember the crows on this day. Let's see this done. Go get him, Rook.
Thedas will be free.
Make Thedas great again.
Thedas will be free.
Shadow dragons?
Got some civil. Hate to admit it, but Solas really came through for us. Now it's just Elger'nan we have to deal with. Good luck.
We'll keep watch on the city down here.
They don't know Solas like we do.
Watch yourself up there.
Stay safe, Rook.
Dragon's Warbow. Legendary. It is better than what I have. Burning reduces target's electricity. No, but I like mine. I like mine because it has the weak point damage, and I do tend to try really hard to aim for the weak point, so I think this will be better overall. The stagger is really nice on that one though. Fire resistance? I'd rather you do more damage. I wonder how things would have been different if we hadn't gotten higher faction strength and all. Isabella.
It's been years since I fought in a battle like this.
The crows defeated the Venatori at the gates, thanks to you and the lords.
The pleasure was all mine. I got to dust off the daggers for good people. Rest up while you can. You'll need it.
Yeah. Thank you for helping us. I was just suddenly thinking about all that crap she did in Dragon Age 2. Oh, you're really... Hey, remember the time you took that thing and pissed off all the Kunari in Kirkwall?
You show those gods who you are, you laugh in their faces, and you bring them down for Varric. Pull this off and they'll tell the tale for generations. It's what Varric would have wanted.
Of course, she would know Varric very well too.
For gold, for glory, for Varric.
Gold and glory? Okay, sure.
This is dangerous magic, but we've dealt with that before.
You're a veil jumper. You'll find the way through it.
Via and Selene.
Watch Emmeric's back. All right?
Wait.
Via and Selene.
I don't even know what that means.
Watch Emmeric's back. All right?
Yeah. I'll try my best.
The Archdemon will fall. It's a matter of hours.
And then a short vacation on the way back? Just a day. I think we deserve it.
Optimistic.
Rook, it's been a hard fight to get here.
And against stranger foes than we imagined.
It's almost the end now.
We have this, Rook. I know it.
I'm ready. Are you?
You'll be fine.
Never been more ready. Oh!
Stay
Rana?
safe, Rook. And make sure Nev doesn't get herself killed.
I don't want her to get killed either. Is she a loose cannon? Not quite, but don't push too hard though. Minrathus recovery plans. Note attached to intelligence reports gathered by the surviving shadow dragons. Asher. Let's pretend Elger'nan gets kicked out of the city. We still have Venatori, demons, and Blight to push back before it's safe for people to come out. See the growing stack of reports. Tarquin. Added by Tarquin later. Myrna says she and Vorgoth will work with Dorian, May, and some of our other mages to target demons. The Veil Jumpers and Crows will help you move supplies and check in on the other safe houses. Their only request is that they get to take out as many Venatori as possible on the way. I might join you on that one. The Warden, shockingly, already have ideas for the Blight. Isabella said she'd help them when Antoine mentioned fire. All the clans working together. Banding as one. If not now, then when? Good to see. Oh! Stalgard, you're here too.
Rook, stand firm and watch Lace Harding's back. It's a strange fight. It's a strange fight.
You can use it to vent the frustration against the elven gods wronging your ancestors. Oh, by the way, it was Solas who did that.
Need and knowledge.
I didn't have enough supplies to upgrade some stuff before, so maybe we can upgrade something. Yeah. Pro stuff. Nice. That's all we got. Okay. Let me check over here first. Nope. Some Grey Wardens. Oh, by the way, don't you belong in the Fade? How are you here? Who cares? It's just a thing! Oh, hey guys.
You must be worrying someone. Is there a tender reunion on your horizon?
I'm looking forward to it.
Josephine basically proposed to you. By letter. Why did I get to read that anyway?
Get out there and do what you do best. Get out there and do what you do best.
Oh, it is so tragic, the clothes they gave the Inquisitor.
You've got this.
Thank you.
You've got this.
Are you sure you can be here? What about Southern Thedas?
'Tis almost time for this story to end. Are you ready to write the final chapter? She'll find a way. Of that, I have no doubt.
Thank you for the optimism.
Much will be decided here.
The bastard was in my head the whole time. All I could think about was making him happy. There's blight flowing through him, and now through me. Rook.
Can we get it out? I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry for the PDA.
I just found you again.
Still true. But luck's not our friend.
Maybe the Wardens can help? But no matter what, I promise you, I will kill Elger'nan for this.
You can't. That's what I needed to tell you. My connection with Elger'nan went both ways. I could sense him, his mind, his magic, his life force. He's tied to the Veil. His life is holding the Veil in place.
What?
I felt the Veil weaken when Gillenane fell. I expect that when Solas imprisoned the other gods, he bound them all thus.
Oh.
And now that Elger'nan is the only one left.
Oh.
We kill him, and the Veil collapses.
Which is why Solas gave me the dagger.
Yeah. See, I knew it. God of lies and trickery and deceit and baldness.
Damn it. He said something about this in that memory of him binding the gods. I thought he was just stealing their magic. I didn't realize he meant it literally. We still have to kill Elger'nan. So what can we do? Can we tie the veil to something else to keep it in place?
I doubt any simple substitution would suffice. The veil was made to be tied to the ancient elven gods.
Solas.
Then let's tie it to Solas. He's the only elven god left.
Binding him will require drawing his blood with the lyrium dagger.
And I doubt he's going to like the idea.
I don't care what he likes or not. But just in case, are there other ways?
Cutting him to bind him to the veil, that's blood magic. We do it if we have to, but only if we have to. What about this?
The dagger we made while you were in the Fade.
Once Elger'nan is dead, odds are good that Solas will need to do something else to complete his ritual. This dagger looks identical, but it can't go through enchantments like the real thing. So if he tries to use it...
The backlash of such magic would render him helpless.
Unless he notices. You really want to try a bait and switch on the Dreadwolf?
Yes, it'll work.
Is there any chance at all, that he would listen to reason?
Did he listen to you when you spoke with him years ago, Inquisitor?
Varric died trying to reason with him.
As did Mythal when Solas took her power.
But we have you, Morrigan. You have Mythal's memories. And we have the essence of the other fragment of Mythal from the Crossroads.
Such power, even fragmented, is not to be taken lightly. Hold it for now. And when the time comes, if you believe the Dreadwolf's heart can be turned from this course, I shall try.
Everybody before me has failed so far. Everybody. In trying to convince Solas, in trying to reason with him. I do think we can trick him though, because he's just that. He is the god of lies and trickeries and all that, but he's egotistical enough that he would think that we wouldn't be able to trick him, which is why we can trick him. I don't know.
All right. We can deal with Solas when the time comes, but we still need to stop Elger'nan first.
Really?
He's in the palace above us. We'll climb the Blight Tendril together. Once Solas takes down the Archdemon and renders Elger'nan mortal, we hit him with everything we've got.
Damn right we do.
Time's running short. Stock up on supplies, pay your respects, and say goodbye to the people you love.
Yo.
Be ready to go when I signal.
But the moment we kill Elger'nan, we're gonna have to make a decision. Don't say goodbye to the people you love.
We didn't lose anybody. We hit the city that the Antam couldn't conquer and got out clean. We've even got Nev back. We're gaining people.
I'm ready to fight as long as our luck holds out.
Thanks for keeping Harding safe. She takes risks when she gets mad.
Harding takes risks when she gets mad?
She's itching to take a shot at Elger'nan. And probably Solas.
How does Harding feel about Solas? I thought she was always a bit sympathetic to him. Now? Is that still the case now?
We have to stay fast and careful. Once we surprise Elger'nan inside his lair, we challenge him. Let him get angry.
And then kill him when he comes in hot. Nice. Hey, listen. You helped me figure out who I was. I'm not the canary my mother would have wanted. I don't say all the words right. But maybe she'd be proud of me anyway.
Shokra Toebra, Tash. I know she would.
I'm a better person because of you. So,
wow.
Thanks. Now let's go kick some ass.
Wow. I'm a better person because of you. If someone ever said that to me, I would feel so honored.
Get out there and do what you do best.
Oh, Inquisitor. I know you want to save Solas, don't you?
You've got this.
I guess the Inquisitor's attitude depends on the choice that we did when we began.
Lucanes, everything all right?
We have made it here and fared well in the fight. Now we only have to wait. But Spike grows impatient. As do I. This may be the calm before a final storm, but I don't feel it.
I know it's hard, but this is our last chance to rest before we finish this.
You're right. The first Talon should have more patience.
It won't be much longer.
Elger'nan's life is measured in hours. As for Solas, if any deserve to set his fate, it's you. But if it were me, I would not banter. I would not give room for lies and false promises. Find your opening and strike. The cost of mercy is too high when others might die in its wake. Whatever happens, my contract was for the blighted gods. Today it is fulfilled.
When I went to the Crows, I asked for their best, and we got him.
The demon of Virantium. I had a reputation to maintain. Rook, I left the ossuary only to lose so much again. My city, my family. But what I've managed to reclaim, I have you to thank for. Zara thought she could take my life and control it. When this is done, Spite will have his life, and I will have mine. And it will be only mine again.
I'm glad. We did all that so you could all have a life after this. So we have to do it right. But I don't know, like if we... Okay, later, after we kill Elger'nan, and then we go to Solas, they will present me probably with some options. What am I gonna do? I don't know. I don't know. I mean, I want to okay. For as much crap I talk about Solas, he makes me seethe sometimes. If I had the chance to redeem him, would I? Probably. And there's a lot of feelings mixed in here from Inquisition as well. Like from Rook's perspective, it might be a little bit more clear-cut, because I don't think her connection to him is as strong, but I would like to see him redeemed, but at the same time, all that shit he's been doing before and now, and no words.
Of course Solas lied to us. Again. I expect it, and yet I'm surprised every time.
Yeah.
But we're chipping away at Elger'nan's forces. I thought that was impossible. He commands armies, and he's a god. Or really close to one anyway. We even got Nev back. I keep thinking, something has to go wrong somewhere. Right?
At the end.
Sounds like you want something to go wrong. Looking for a bigger challenge, Harding?
No. A clear win is fine by me. Before this ends, in case things don't work out, I want you to know that I'm grateful for you. You believed in me when I couldn't, and you helped me see the strength I always had. Just one final push to the palace. We're so close, Rook.
For Varric. For all that he meant to us.
I'm ready. Let's finish this.
To be prudent? If we really wanted to be prudent about saving the world, we shouldn't be giving any room for Solas to weasel out of anything. Oh, you're a merchant, Isabella.
I'm helping the Shadow Dragons with supplies while they're short-handed. Go on, pick out something nice.
Oh, you shouldn't have. Everything is here. Everything? Everything. Wait, I'm wearing this right now? Can I upgrade it? I sure can. Last upgrades. Any upgrades of stuff I'm currently wearing? What the heck is that? Helping Hand. You always have maximum arrows. Your range attack can do no longer deal weak point damage. Hell no. Be careful for those who wish to help, for they may have other intentions. Ooh, it's very expensive. Scourge. Buy it and not use it. Bloodstained journal. Midway through the last page, the handwriting changes abruptly. The final lines read, "My attempts failed, but they haven't. I'm rather pleased, although your eyes will take some getting used to." What? Oh god. Did someone do some, like, eyeball surgery?
Enjoy the view up there.
Oh.
It's a strange fight.
You've got this.
Oh, it is purest relief to see us all gathered safe and sound. And Manfred would never forgive me if we returned without Nev. Elger'nan must fear what we might accomplish once we storm his tower.
We've already killed an archdemon and a god. We can do it again.
While Elger'nan's magic is fearsome, Solas is our true adversary.
Yeah.
He is, however, a former spirit. As such, Solas cannot help but listen to appeals to his nature, his yearning for reflection.
I could try talking him down once I find him.
The spirits whisper. One way or another, I believe the dread wolf's tale draws to its conclusion. It has been a grand privilege, Rook, to have come so far and known all of you.
Okay, some of our companions are in favor of talking, of reasoning it out. Some of them aren't.
What luck that the distinguished Professor Volkaren joined our cause after we found him in the necropolis.
Feels as if that were years ago. Time passes swiftly in good company. Onwards, Rook. The gods await.
I'll let you get back to your lectures and classes once this is all over. I feel like we had more companions than this. Oh, yes.
How are you feeling, Ballora?
It's because we lost Davrin.
I've never seen anything like this. The scale of destruction, the devastation. But most everyone's still alive, still fighting. That's more than I could have hoped for, more than I expected. So, okay, I think.
Good.
This could have gone a lot worse. I'm glad it didn't.
You're finding the way through. The twisty path.
Never easy.
Rook?
What is it?
It's just... everything's gonna be different, you know? No matter what happens here. Solas is better than Elger'nan, but if either of them win, the world burns, just with different fuel. But if we win, no more gods. The end of a 1,000-year-old story. If it ends with us outsmarting the Dreadwolf, even better. Thedas is going to change, and we have the power to make sure it's for the better. Let's give this story a happy ending.
Outsmarting the Dreadwolf. I hope we can do it.
Varric liked to say everything was a story. Helped him make sense of all of it.
I always wanted to meet him. He sounded smart and kind.
Yeah, he was.
They never met.
Rook, thank you.
For what?
For helping me put the ghosts of the past to rest. Now let's go kill a god.
There was a conversation we had at the lighthouse with Ballora before where she brought up Varric, but she referred to him by his full name. She was like, "Oh, Varric Tethras, blah 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 blah," and I remember thinking, what the hell is she calling him by his full name? And now it's because they never met. They were never close. Hey, Trouble. You're the one getting me worried now.
Nev, how are you holding up?
The others told me what happened after I was taken. I've seen reports from the city. They're lost, but more are still standing than I might have bet on. Every person who gets through this is a win.
You're here? Everything else seems...
as dangerous as ever. Don't get distracted. The gods will use that.
Will you be all right with the blight?
Look, I won't lie. I can feel it in my blood. Its presence. But I'm fine, or fine enough. I won't sit this out. You're stuck with me, Trouble. Until whatever end finds me.
Oh. You were so afraid of committing before. You were so afraid of committing before, and you're the one who's gone and got kidnapped too. You're the one worrying me.
Nev, if we hadn't found you, I don't...
You really missed me.
Every moment.
I'm half scared this is a dream, that I'm still trapped. Tell me you're really here, Trouble. You're not just something I'm wishing for.
I'm right here. I promise.
All right. Then let's finish this damn job.
Is that all of our team? Just want... Hope I didn't miss anybody. Hey, where did Morrigan go? It's because Davrin isn't here. That's why we have less people to talk to. Morrigan ain't here. She left.
A word, Rook?
Oh.
Any last advice from Mythal?
'Tis a difficult battle you face, but you are among more allies than you know. You have purified the crossroads, uncovered ancient truths lost for ages, and earned the essence of Mythal. You are truly the champion of the Fade. Take this. Should your fight against Elger'nan grow desperate, invoke the memories of the Dread Wolf's rebels. For you, they will stand against tyranny one last time.
The ultimate salvation of Welonz. The power of Welonz's rune is based on how much of the god's influence you drove back in the crossroads. Equip it. This rune can only be used against Elger'nan. I suppose we should finally switch it then. I like what I have, though. I like what I have. Which one is it? Gain quickened, enhanced damage, resistant, deflect, necrotic weapons, immovable, invulnerable, and plus 75% detonation damage just for being passive. Damn. Let's go. Oh, I think we have codexes. No, just mementos. Alright. We ready? The team faces Elger'nan in a final battle.
Bad news, everyone. Elger'nan's forces are gathering outside.
They mean to prevent you from reaching their master.
Our people will set up barricades, and we'll hold the enemy as long as we can. You need to start climbing.
One of us should help.
I'm going with Rook. I want payback. I'll tear Elger'nan from the city myself.
You go to face a god, Rook, but any aid you might spare would be welcomed.
The forces defending the Divine's Manor are in excellent shape and will be fighting hard. Companions who have experience fighting in frontline battle or sieges have a better chance to succeed. Oh, Nev is coming with me. She's not selectable. Tosh, frontline battle.
Tosh, you up for it?
Yup. We'll be cheering for you, Rook. All my best.
Nev remains affected by the Blight and will fight separately. Tosh will remain below to hold the line. I would have liked to bring Harding and Nev to go meet Solas, because it's exactly what we did in the beginning. But if we can't, I will go Harding and Balara then. Come. Come witness the fate of your ancestors. my god, we're climbing like little monkeys. Kunari versus Kunari. Oh, Nev. Nice. The only thing left is to lose everything. What an ominous achievement.
What?
Oh! Oh! They're still fighting.
Nev! It's fine. There's got to be another way there.
Well, at least we don't have to fight Lusicon again. After Razikale, I'm glad, because Razikale was annoying. Oh, they look even more improved than before. Did they have claws like that before? That's not good.
Bring them down and fast.
It's easy. Oh! Oh, the eclipse in the back. Oh, I can only use a rune against Elger'nan. That's right. Oh, dude, nobody combos with me.
On to you.
Oh, okay. Push him off the ledge. Forget the little dudes. This is not where the battle is. Yes!
I hope the others are okay, and everyone back down below.
They
oh,
trusted
don't
us
down.
to finish this. We won't let them down.
Tendrils everywhere. Enchanted. Oh, this is better than my sword. And plus 25% stagger as well. Final attack damage more. Gain necrotic weapons on kills with final attacks. Melee attacks leech life from enemies suffering from necrosis. Okay, fine, fine. But necrosis is not great against Darkspawn. Wait, where are we? Down? Down? Up.
Solas has been fighting that archdemon for a while now.
Unless he kills the archdemon, we won't be able to kill Elger'nan.
Solas knows that as well as we do. He might betray us after, but he'll do whatever it takes to stop Elger'nan.
Okay, that emissary, that emissary. Get them all over here. Ooh!
Your turn.
All right, emissary. Nice. No waste. Whoa, that gigantic cyst at the back there. Oh. Oh! Oh, miraculously, one little plank left. Solas, hurry up. But we're not at Elger'nan yet. You can still take a little bit of time. But not too long. Nice. Woo! Don't touch it. Get off! Not me too! Just him! Flame! Okay. Who's the main dude here? You! Not the ghoul, the guy behind, the guy in the back. Oh, that last attack didn't get him. Shoot. Emissary gone. Flame chaining still happening.
Finish it.
I can't see. We good.
This is it. This is for everyone the gods wronged.
The Titans.
And the elves.
Let's show them who we are.
Feels fitting. We just don't have a human here, but we got a dwarf. Oh! What? We got a dwarf, we got an elf. I don't know what's happening outside, but there is a lot of blight here. What is this? Chest at a time like this? Better than what I have. Deals more necrotic damage. Weak point applies necrosis. But no weak point damage. Why are they giving me so much necrosis stuff? Okay, I'm gonna trust you then, okay? Because you're giving me a lot of necrosis. I'm gonna trust that this is what we need right now. Even in favor of the weak point damage, which I'm so fond of.
The throne room. Knowing Elger'nan, we'll find him there.
Oh?
Rook!
You made it.
The Blight. Elger'nan's using the Magisters to control it. Just like he used me. They're using it against Solas. We have to help or he won't last.
How do you know?
I can hear it. I can feel what it wants.
The Blight.
Get to the throne room. I know how to help Solas.
Archdemon's so strong, even an elven god can't defeat him. Then I worry more about Elger'nan too, because Elger'nan's supposed to be the strongest of the Evanurs. Wasn't he? Stronger than Gillenane. What if Elger'nan just never even brought out his Archdemon? Wouldn't that be okay then? His Archdemon can never be killed if he's not out here. Or is that not how that works? Nev? What was that? Oh! Oh! God, Solas! Oh! Okay, these guys are actually resistant towards necrotic, so I really don't know why they gave me a whole bunch of necrotic stuff earlier. Oh my gosh, we got two! Got two!
Got him in position!
We got three! Alpha, bursting. They're different. I can't see. I can't. They're resistant to necrotic. Go, my little turret. Wow, my ultimate's coming back pretty damn fast.
It's just ahead. Everybody ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
Let's finish this.
Thank you. Thank you, little guy. Wait, we took out a blight thingy here earlier. Nothing? Wait. Scratching my eye. Oh. Jeez, man. Here we are. Oh!
Solas!
Nev? Nev?
I've got this! Go!
This feels really dramatic because Nev is our romance partner. Dude, who is that?
Such arrogance, thinking you can hide from your creator. And I am this world's creator.
Well, these are just shadow dragons? I see you're into the tentacle stuff that Gillenaine's been doing.
Every pointed spire and warding enchantment in this city is a child's unwitting imitation of the empire I built. I would have restored the glory. Your lives are too brief to remember.
I saw Demeter's Crossing and Weishaupt and everywhere else you've left your mark. I didn't see any glory. All I saw was a tyrant destroying everything he touches.
You mistake discipline for cruelty, a failing among those who lack a master's gentle guidance. We only destroyed because you resisted. In the new empire, every child would have blossomed under my protection. And Gillenaine, my brilliant sister, would have forged the blight into a tool of beauty. But she is dead. And all we have is this. Because of you.
Is there a point in fighting him right now? We don't even know if Lusicon is dead yet.
You are nothing. This entire world is my domain.
Vulnerable to necrotic. That's why they gave me those things earlier. Okay, good.
On to you.
Too bad this isn't necrotic, huh?
Nothing you do matters.
Oh, I can go back to the rune. Yeah. Aspect. These are aspects. So they're garbage. Where's the real one? Oh, wait. Apply first, okay? Apply first. Nice! Parried Elger'nan right there. Nice! Looking good, guys.
While my dragon thrall lives, I am invulnerable. Yet still you fight. Pathetic.
Oh, I'm very good at parrying those sword-like weapons because it's easy. The telegraphing is easy. But not when it's unblockable, of course.
Cannot save you. He cannot even save himself. Now you understand that none may stand against me. Those who try stand alone.
Now we got more. Oh, he changes his element depending on the color? Yeah, he does. I see.
I am the Lord of the day and the night. Yield to me and I
Oh,
will
he's
show you
immune right now.
mercy.
Hold on. Ah, we wasted the combo.
Look at you. Your failures.
Oh.
You failed to save the wardens at Weishaupt. You fled in terror at Arlathan.
And then we killed Gillenane.
You have nothing. No army, no dragon, no thralls.
I've got a team, and that's all
Oh,
I
I
need.
should have lost him.
I have bound the souls of dragons. I have slain titans and broken the will of gods.
You haven't broken me.
Oh.
You will kneel.
Oh, my party.
Damn it.
Come now. You did as well as anyone could have, but you cannot deny the truth.
What are you doing, Nav? What are you doing, Nav? What does that mean? You're gonna be okay, right?
Let them go. I gave you this power, girl.
This is my city!
She's controlling the blight. The thorns. Nev! Nev!
Impossible. No! You will not!
Yeah! The jugular!
You are mortal, Elger'nan. Enjoy it while it lasts.
If you will not bow, you will burn.
Are my companions okay?
Your recalcitrance has doomed every pathetic creature in existence. I will sear the last glimmer of defiance from this wretched world.
That rune is helping.
Shall rise a blighted empire bound to me alone.
Look at me. I'm the parry god now. I told you I can do it when you have a clear tell.
There is no light save my glory, no refuge save my shadow, no desire save my perfected intention. I am creator and destroyer. I am will made manifest. I am Elger'nan.
Sorry, I don't really have time for your speech here. I think you're just gonna have to go. Where are ya? Overkill. This is overkill. He's staggered. Okay, we still have to kill him. No hesitation about that part. Now comes the next part.
It is done. The world owes you a debt, both for defeating Elger'nan and for bringing down the Veil.
Yeah, we know.
I'm sorry for this final betrayal.
You are
but
not.
I will do what I can to minimize the damage. When you see the old world restored,
oh,
please, Rook. I do not wish to fight against you.
Mythal's essence.
I don't want to fight you either. But I don't want to see the world go through even more pain on top of what Elger'nan has done. Do you?
This world is broken, Rook, because of my mistakes.
This is why you had to use me to escape the prison. It's made from regrets, and you're trapped in yours.
You cannot understand the...
Destroying everything won't erase your mistakes.
He's so stubborn.
You have a chance right now to save the world. Bind yourself to the Veil and stop it from falling.
That is quite the choice for him.
I cannot. To stop now would dishonor those I have wronged to come this far.
Even if those you wronged asked you to stop?
Inquisitor.
You were my friend. We saved the world together once. Can't we save it one more time?
Inquisitor, I am sorry. But I cannot. Long before we met, I failed my oldest friend. She died for that failure.
She's here.
If I leave the Veil in place, I am destroying the world she wanted. And I will have... She will have died for nothing.
She is right here.
And whose fault is that, Dreadwolf?
Morrigan.
One appellation among many, I wear. I have been advisor to Orlais, Witch of the Wilds, daughter of Flemeth, and once, long ago, an old friend.
Mythal lives on in her, and in this.
Mythal.
I pulled you from the Fade you loved and sent you into war. I used your wisdom as a weapon. And it broke you.
The things that I have done
are not for you alone to bear, my friend. The many wrongs we did together. I release you from my service.
You are free to find a better way.
He's always felt like he's gotta keep going, because otherwise, everything up until now would have been for nothing. Mistakes after mistakes. On every side. Ah.
My life force now sustains the veil. With every breath I take, I will protect the innocent from my past failures. The Titan's dreams are mad from their imprisonment. I cannot kill the Blight, but I can help to soothe its anger. I will go and seek atonement. Thanks to you, I now can see the way.
He never left his prison of regrets. He just swapped his place with us. But maybe now he can begin on the path to actually escaping. Nev. That went a little bit smoother than I thought it was going to. Maybe only because we had the Mythal essence. Oh. Nev. Oh, she looks so much better! Nev! Oh, the healer from Treviso? I don't know if it is. I just thought it might be. The one who couldn't speak the common tongue very well. We did it. What does this mean for Solas, though? He's bound himself to the veil, but now he just disappeared back into the Fade? Beat the odds and walked into the sunset.
With Elger'nan and Gillenane dead, and Solas off to fix his mistakes and right an ancient wrong, it looked like one of the biggest stories this world had ever seen was finally drawing to a close.
The story of the Veilguard, a team of heroes who stood strong against evil, no matter the cost.
Whatever it takes.
But whenever one story ends, another begins.
Like the story of the Grey Wardens, clearing the remains of the Blight so that the flowers can grow again.
Or the story of Archon Maevaris Talani,
inspiring her people and bringing change to Tevinter.
Sorry, Dorian.
Or the story of a caretaker standing watch for new heroes.
For the Antivan Crows, it would be a story of bringing a traitor to justice and reclaiming Treviso from the Blight.
Among the Veil Jumpers, the fall of the last elven gods meant Arlethan was reborn.
At their heart, stories are about change.
A man seeing his ward become more than he could ever have imagined.
A woman making Docktown a little better for the people who live there.
An assassin driving out the darkness in his city and himself.
A student of history, helping the elves regain what they lost.
A dragon hunter, rediscovering their heritage from a place of strength.
Or the Griffins, finding a new home in Arlethan, protecting a world that once thought them lost for good.
Or the Dwarven people, rediscovering their lost magic and their connection to the stone.
There are stories of love.
But those stories aren't over. And we will always be grateful to those whose stories brought us where we are today. And those whose stories will live on with us forever.
Sounds a little bit fourth wall breaking-y. Oh. I almost felt like Solas changing his mind came a little bit too easy. I wonder if it would have been possible without the essence. Because the essence, I thought it wasn't even like a... It felt like it was an optional dialogue choice, right? But then it just straight up jumped us into the progressing the sequence. Wow, these last 5 hours, ever since the point of no return, they were good. They were good. It felt like everything came together. I'm just gonna sit here a little bit, okay? Because I played all these 5 hours in one day, so I'm just trying to process everything right now. Veilguard. Do we have more? Oh. Whoops.
Here we are.
You came back.
I had help. Rook, You've got me at a loss. I don't know where to start.
Well, you still don't look that great. It reminds me of how in the beginning I got you hurt too. Okay, I don't know if we're that. I feel a little bit codependent if I say this.
It was my fault. I should have... I lost you.
Rook, no.
Nev, I'm sorry.
Tables turn. Just kiss me so I know it's real.
Oh. It's a nice little capstone to the romance. I feel like I got a little bit lucky with my choices that it ended up this way. It felt like my romance partner Nev had a lot of involvement narratively. Yeah, it's a nice little touch, I think. Well, after how long has it been? At least 70 hours or so? We are at the end of Veilguard. The last few hours really ended everything off on a high note. I am very pleasantly surprised to say. We had some losses along the way, but overall we made it out alive with our engagement with the elven gods, and the world is safe once more. The Veil continues to stand. Great! Fantastic! But now I have to talk about the game as a whole, right? I've had some time to think about this for a bit, and I think this is a very difficult game to talk about because there's a lot of moving parts both within the scope of Veilguard as a video game itself and also just the circumstances surrounding it. It's the 4th game in a franchise that is the finale of a long story. It's been 10 years since the previous game, but because it's been so long, it's also trying to attract new players. Lots of things tugging at it from every direction. Not to mention all the stuff behind the scenes about how, oh, EA wanted them to make it a live service game, and then they went back on it, and like all that. Like I just can't even imagine how difficult the development was. Given these constraints, some of which we can see, some of which we can't, I think it's admirable that they managed to get a game out that's probably one of the most bug-free experiences I've had in AAA gaming over the years. Everything ran smoothly. I don't think I had a single bug at all, except for the one quest that was Tosh, but it was labeled as Balara. That's it. So, yeah. To be able to push out a completed product like that, I think shows a high level of project management. And I remember feeling this way after playing Dragon Age 2 as well. Dragon Age 2, for those who don't know, was also a game that went through a troubled and very quick development timeline. The entire game from nothing to completion was done in a year and a half. And because of that, they started cutting corners everywhere, and you had a lot of stuff like repeated maps. But I just remember thinking that I was really in awe of the project management skills that were on display there, because it took a certain level of expertise to be able to push out a product in that kind of time, because that's normally not possible. And so I feel like I have some of these feelings towards what I'm seeing for Veilguard too. They managed to have a completed product here. That in itself might be already a bit of a feat. That being said, I am very sympathetic towards the reasons and the causes and the whys and the hows towards why something is the way it is. But I also feel like a consumer does not need to consider these factors when they judge the quality of a product, when they decide whether they enjoyed this game, they love it, or they hate it. A whole bunch of people are just gonna grab this disc off the shelf at GameStop and buy it and go home and play it. They're not gonna care about how, oh, this game took 10 years to make and it went through so much, and that is totally okay and acceptable, I think. So, under this kind of lens, I guess what is my overall big opinion on Veilguard? I think it was a really mixed bag. And heads up that I'm probably gonna be talking about things that I liked and didn't like about Veilguard, maybe with more of an emphasis on the latter, because I've been trying to save it for the end, to not talk about it too much while I'm playing it. And if you really like Veilguard, you might not want to hear stuff like that, which is okay, because I know this game, we all know this game has been attacked like crazy by bad faith actors, of which I hope it is obvious that I wouldn't consider myself to be part of that bunch. I think I did try my best to engage in Veilguard as much as I could, but there's still things I want to say. I guess to begin with, I'm the kind of Dragon Age player that's here 99% for the story. I don't really care about the gameplay all that much. I'm here for the rich lore, the world building, the lovable companions, that type of thing. And under that kind of lens, What I was looking for from the gameplay was for it to not get in my way. It was maybe a bit repetitive, but it didn't get in my way. So I'm totally okay with it. It's fine. On the narrative side, I did think there were numerous problems with the writing that were pretty persistent throughout the whole game, which... a lot of these were not problems in the previous Dragon Age games, which only made it stand out even more in Veilguard, because when you have a previous bar to compare things to and you don't clear it, then it's pretty noticeable. Veilguard is pretty noticeably a much more on-rails, linear experience compared to the previous titles. I feel like it's much closer to something like the Horizon series or God of War than the other Dragon Age games. For example, in the Horizon series, the main character Aloy is her own person. She's got her own personality and she has her own moral code. So in response to certain questions, her answer is always going to be a no. But sometimes they'll still give you a dialogue wheel to let you decide how you want to say no. Aggressively, politely, or some other option. And that's kind of what playing Rook felt like. Except because it's a Dragon Age game, and Dragon Age games historically have let you do a lot of role-playing and options on how you want to handle situations. They're still sort of trying to pretend you do have a lot of agency. And what ended up happening is it made Rook just sort of mildly agreeable to everything. Which, honestly, for me personally, this wasn't like a huge issue because I tend to roleplay as a very mild character anyway. Most of the time, we felt aligned enough that I didn't get taken out of it constantly, but very easy for me to see that that wouldn't be the experience for other players. Dragon Age is a series where people have been looking for a lot of world reactivity to the player choices, so definitely felt lacking on this front. Things like your faction and your race. I've heard that other races and other factions may fare better, but as someone who picked a Veil Jumper Kunari, I didn't really feel like they incorporated enough to really sufficiently compel me into thinking that I really had those affiliations. Stuff like having a conversation with Tosh and some other Kunari, and then the other Kunari still acts like I'm not a Kunari. Or Strife and Erlin calling me Rook, even though that's the nickname that Varric gave me, and I knew Erlin and Strife way before that, and they would call me by the name that someone else gives me. You might think these are nitpicky details. To an extent, I agree, but flaws are compounding. If you have one, okay. If you have another one, if you have another one on top of that, like they'll just keep adding up and overall will affect the player perception and experience. A thing that became very noticeable in Act 2 when we were doing all those companion quests while trying to look for the gods was that all of the quest lines were very similarly structured. Everyone's got this arch nemesis that's basically themselves but an evil version, and they've gotta overcome them. Lucanus and Ilario, Balara and Syrian, Davrin and the Gloomhowler, Tosh and the Dragon King, Emmerich and Johanna, Nev and Aelia, Harding and Titan Harding. The last one I'm willing to give a pass on because Titan lore is cool, but the rest of them, all being structured like that, just makes it feel like a template, and it really lessens the impact of all of them. And that's just speaking about the structure. The actual content of the questline, I don't think any of them were really compelling enough either. A related problem with how they structured this entire Veilguard story with all the different factions and stuff is that, oh my goodness, they had so many different side characters of which you learn very little about and don't really have a reason to care about. It felt like each location had 3 to 5 characters that we basically just know by name and occupation, and we just don't learn enough about them for them to be that relevant. For example, why would I care that Cutter betrayed us? I think it's possible that someone is listening to this right now thinking, who the heck is Cutter? It's the guy who betrayed the Lords of Fortune to the Dragon King, and we met him in one cutscene before that, where he wasn't even talking to us. This comes up in a lot of the companion quest lines too, like you just have this like generic evil person and you fight them, and that's pretty much it. I think it's because some of these characters appear in external media, but as someone who hasn't been engaging in that, a lot of these people just felt like names to me. On top of how they were cutting the companion quest lines into like 10 little bits, some of which were literally one conversation long, and it just felt like, we were going to the lighthouse, then we went to a town, had a 90-second quest, came back to the lighthouse, do the next quest, and then we were ping-ponging all over, especially in Act 2, and it was just like... tedium. The lack of nuance, I think, is also going to be a big issue for Dragon Age fans in particular. It just didn't feel like a lot of the issues really had different sides to it. The good guys are good because they're heroes. The bad guys are bad because they're evil. Why are the Elven gods evil? Because they do horrible things like make people into slaves and blight people. Is there any good moral reason for why they're doing that at all? Not really that we've seen. And why are the arch-nemeses in the companion questlines evil? Why are the Venatori and the Antam evil? Because they ally themselves with the Elven gods that are evil. I was thrilled to see that one note on that dead Antam in one of the last quests, where he was like, hey, we quit the Kun, but I'm kind of like not into helping evil gods. This seems like it's not my thing. I don't want to do it. And then he's dead, presumably because the elder Antam killed him or something. But it was good because, hey, the Antam were not monolithic. There are members who have differing thoughts. It was nice to see, but unfortunately, very few and far between. Another critical issue in why I think the quests don't feel that compelling is I think they do way too much telling and not showing. Once you notice how they do it, then it's really hard to unnotice it. Like for the Gloomhowler quest. How did we learn that the Gloomhowler is a Grey Warden? Somebody comes to Hosberg and says it to us. Hey, I found her journal. It says she's a Grey Warden in there from the Fourth Blight. And then later on, when we were trying to like actually track down where the Gloomhowler is, a warden comes back from the calling and says it to our face. Hey, the Gloomhowler is in so-and-so underground location. A warden coming back from the calling is actually really interesting, you know? But we don't really pursue this line of thread and we just take the information to go find a Seiya. Same for the journal. Instead of someone picking up the journal and telling us the contents, if we found the journal ourselves while we were in the cauldron or wherever, that felt like it would have been a bit more engaging. Similarly, the way the codexes flooded in after we completed every mission, despite a lot of it not even making any narrative sense for Rook to have access to. And then the worst offender of them all is probably the Soulless Wolf statues. Some of the biggest lore drops of the entire franchise reduced to audio clips. However though, I think these things are absolutely 1000% indicative of resource constraints. These are not things that, it's not like there's a writer sitting here thinking, what's the best way for me to convey this information? Oh, I know, I'll monologue it at them in a paragraph of text. No. It might not be very obvious because Veilguard is a very technically polished game with very few bugs, but my impression is that the budget for the writing was very, very low and like the writers were not supported in their vision at all. If a writer is writing a novel, you can write whatever you want, it's just text, it doesn't cost anything. But for a video game, you have to have people model the characters in the cutscenes, you have to have people voice act it, and the writing has to work around that kind of thing. Like these things all have to work together. Aside from the Siege of Weishaupt and the last few missions, it really felt like their budget for cutscenes was zero. Sometimes we would be talking to some person in some side quest or whatever, and my companion would pipe in, and we wouldn't even get to see them. They're literally talking from behind Rook's back. That's how dire this was. It's really depressing because I'm sure they had conversations where the writers are like, hey, can we do this? Can we do that? And then somebody else is like, no, we can't. We don't have a budget for the cutscene. You'll have to find another way to do this. Things like reducing the amount of companions, reducing the reactivity of the world to make it more linear so that there's less work to do overall. These are all signs that they've very aggressively reduced the scope in hopes that they'll be able to release a somewhat finished product by the time of release. And I think they did succeed in that. It is a finished product, it is technically polished, which many AAA games these days can't even say on release. But the focus of what they decided to work on? Dragon Age 2? Repeated maps, repetitive, a lot of criticisms you can say about it, but I always felt like all the elements of the game rallied around the writing. The writing was the #1 priority. In Veilguard, I felt like writing was maybe the 5th priority, if we were lucky. And it does not bring me any level of joy to say this. This is painful. This is sad. The last few hours showed me this could have been so much more if they were just given the support they needed. But they weren't. This game having been in development for a total of 10 years, shifting in and out of being a live service game and then not, I'm sure they were trying to like reuse some of the stuff they built for the other versions of the game in this final version, and it's a nightmare to think about. Like, oh my god, like, I bet a lot of crap happened behind the scenes. Like, stuff that we can't even imagine. I don't know if every issue with the writing can be explained away with constraints though. And like I said, flaws compound. If it was 1 or 2 things, maybe I could overlook it, but all the things I mentioned, plus stuff that I'm too tired to mention further, it made for a difficult experience narratively. On the positive side though, the last few hours really did bring it back by quite a bit. High stakes, choices matter, and then Varric and Solas, characters that every Dragon Age fan feels some way or another about. Seeing Varric die, not great, but it made you feel. And Solas, for me Solas is pretty undisputedly the best part of Veilguard. Unfortunately didn't appear much, but at least we got the conclusion to this 10-year story in the waiting here, and yeah, we ended off on a high. And that's good to see.
The storm quelled. The sun dimmed. The wolf defanged. At last, we have balanced.
It's a low gain?
Whisper.
Bertrand?
And soon,
Corypheus.
the poisoned fruit ripens.
Flemeth. Oh, the grey robed people.
We come.
The poison fruit ripens? The Veilguard remains vigilant. This reminds me of another game that I played recently that I don't want to casually spoil, but it had an epilogue scene that was like, so and so will return. I think this is basically just saying we will make more Dragon Age games if we need to, and if people want to see it. This is the circle stuff that we've been collecting throughout the whole game? And they're saying that the events in the previous games are all related to it. An even bigger threat than the Blights and the Elven Gods. Well, I mean, I'm not gonna think too hard about it. Maybe it'll come to fruition someday, but for now, I think we should just bask in the happiness of having defeated the Blights and the Elven Gods. It's time to celebrate. Yeah, I feel like I spent a lot of time talking about the flaws here, mainly because I've been holding back while I was playing for many hours now, but overall it's not like it was super duper horrible. No, I think it was just a little flat. And I think the building blocks are all here. It's really the execution that's the point of contention. I appreciated that mechanically it was smooth to play. You kill some people, see some pretty explosions. Yeah, and no grindy quests is a big plus too, especially after Inquisition with the close 100 Fade Rifts bullcrap. I think Veilguard was more cognizant of, and like I enjoyed playing it mechanically more than a certain JRPG that I played semi-recently that I felt like had way too much bloat. No shade, no names and no shade, but I really do feel this way. No, I don't regret spending my time playing Veilguard. I had to find out for myself what this was really like. Nobody could have talked me away from playing it. I think aside from Origins, every Dragon Age game I've played after that, somebody has tried to dissuade me from playing it, being like, oh, this game sucks, don't play it. And I just don't trust people's opinions, so I had to be here to check it out. And I think there's fun to be found in every Dragon Age game, it just depends on which lens you look at it through. Because all the Dragon Age games are... there is a narrative continuity, but gameplay, systems-wise, they're all very different, right? So yeah, it's a bit of an odd series. but I would like to see more of it in the future if the circumstances aligned again, if they could shift the focus back to the writing, if they had a team that knew Dragon Age, loved Dragon Age, and wanted to work on Dragon Age, and no interference from shareholders that don't know anything about video games, please. I know Veilguard miraculously didn't ship with any live service stuff, but I saw an article a few days ago about how the EA CEO was like, oh, we think Veilguard could have done better financially if it had live service components. Like, with all due respect, please shut up. But I think for now, let's give this a rest, and it'll be the end of this chapter of Dragon Age for now. Let the people of Thedas rest and celebrate. And so we come to an end with Dragon Age Veilguard. Thank you so much for joining me, whether it's been since from the beginning of Veilguard or since the beginning of Origins, which I believe I started playing in 2022. Man, time really flies, that's crazy. But it's been a long time, and I've had good times. And I hope you did too. Thank you so much for joining me again, and I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoyed playing it, and I will see you all in another place, in another time. Bye!